Hi guys, welcome back to another session, a Democratic Politics one under the domain of Political Science for Class 9. Let's get ahead with the session. In this session, we're going to go ahead and see what is a Constituent Assembly and how it was formed and why it was formed. The drafting of the document called the Constitution was done by an assembly of elected representatives called the Constituent Assembly. So the people in the Constituent Assembly, those who made up the Constituent Assembly, were elected representatives. Let's see how this came about, the timeline behind it. In July 1946, elections to the Constituent Assembly were held. In December 1946, the date of its first meeting was held. August 1947, the partition occurred that led to two constituent assemblies, that is the Indian and the Pakistan. November 26th, 1949, the assembly finally adopted the constitution. 26th January 1950, which is also called the Republic Day, is the day when the constitution came into effect. So now we know there's a constitution that is 60 years old. So why should we accept something that's 60 years old? Why can't we create something right now? So let us see the why. The constitution does not reflect the views of its members alone. It expresses a broad consensus of its time. So the people who made the constitution did not just put in their opinions. They put in an opinion of a lot number of other people, took their consensus, put their opinions also into place. The Constituent Assembly represented the people of India at a time when there was no UAF. You should also remember UAF came into effect post 1947. The Constituent Assembly was started during 1946. So, the Assembly represented members from different language groups, castes, classes, religions and occupations, which is why there was a broad consensus. The way the Constituent Assembly worked gives sanctity to the Constitution, that is, in a systematic, open and a consensual manner. Let's take the example of a scenario where a drafting committee, which was under the Constituent Assembly, that was being chaired by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He prepared a draft constitution for discussion and debates. So for 2 years until the constitution came into place, more than 2000 amendments were considered. What are amendments? Amendments are changes that are being made to the constitution. So the members deliberated for 114 days that were spread for almost over 3 years into drafting of the constitution. So that is why it was made in a systematic, open and a consensual manner. These debates are used to interpret the meaning of the constitution. So currently in the 21st century, the debates that had happened during the 60 years old debates that had happened are being used to interpret the constitution now. So let's see what are the hidden values of the Indian Constitution, what are the guiding values of the Indian Constitution. So let's see the philosophy of what's behind the Constitution. So it contains the values that inspired and guided the freedom struggle and were in turn nurtured by it, formed the foundation of India's democracy. So it has this kind of a value that was behind India's freedom struggle, which finally gave birth to a new democracy. These values are embedded in the preamble of the Indian Constitution, which we will read about further. The idea of the preamble has been adopted from the American Constitution. So it's been taken from the American Constitution and is not an Indian invention. So what is a preamble? Preamble is where the Constitution begins with a short statement. It's like an introduction, a short statement of its basic values. They are guiding all the other articles that are written in the Indian Constitution. In other words, we can say it's a preface to the Indian Constitution, the introductory statement. In this picture, you can see a few values that are embedded here, which further explain what is there in the preamble. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and also join the live classes for NEET and JEE coaching. Also, please look us up on our app called FirstOnlineUniversity that's available on Google Play and the App Store. Thank you for watching this session. Hope you had a great session. See you in the next one. Thank you.